Hey, Vision Questers. I'm over here at Shawnee Amusement Park near Kegley, West Virginia, home of ancient Indian burial ground. Don't know if you knew that or not, but that's what I'm recording here now. This is where people leave trinkets and items of respect, offerings, because we're standing on a burial ground. I'm going to get you a pan. We're standing on a burial ground that has had Native American remains for over 2,000 years. So, you know, a lot of the artifacts that they found here that you can check out if you come here, I mean, you would not believe what they found here when they initially started to work on this meadow. I'm going to do a panoramic here. I don't know how much you can see. It's kind of getting darker. But you got a panoramic here, a big area, and all this area was Native American burial. See how there's a little downgrade here? This is where they started to bulldoze it and started finding artifacts. They didn't even know what they had until some schools came in here and actually recognized what it was, what was going on. So I'm standing in a place 2,000-year-old. Under me, the bones and artifacts of Native Americans at least 2,000 years old. It's really an amazing thing for me. And they've got this rock here. You can see there's a flute. There's a lot of bead bracelets, different coins. You can see rabbit's foot, all kinds of tobacco and offerings that from people. There's a crystal hanging here. These people know what they're leaving this for. These aren't accidents. All these things aren't trinkets. They have a purpose. Oh, look, there's some sage here that somebody probably just left here today. That's an excellent gift. That's an excellent token. There's something in these bags. That's probably tobacco. Generally, that's how the gift of tobacco is given. I spread some on the ground. I smoke some to carry the energy into the sky. But this is just a short, the beginning of the tour starts here in this ancient burial ground. Secrets underground, the stories they could tell. The feeling here is one of peace. So it's not scary here at all. I don't feel anything other than love and respect. And having said that, I'm going to break this off and go on to the next clip. Okay, seekers of paranormal experiences and general history, here we are at Shawnee Amusement Park, close to Kegley, West Virginia. Just want to give you a few highlights. I want to explain to you that this is someplace you need to come to. I'm just going to give you some highlights, but the details and the stories that the wonderful tour guides will tell you about the Native American burial ground and how that was discovered, series of events, the way things happen with the stories with Shawnee's past, all seems to be related. So I'm here tonight. I'm going to do some filming in the low light before it gets dark, and then I'm going to do the best I can to pick up some night shots and some video. Maybe we'll see something. I don't know. I'm not here for that, more than here to get the story of this place and to show you highlights of what you might see when you come here. And the best thing about it is the people that run this place are absolutely wonderful. You know, if your intention is to come here and learn respectfully, this is someplace you're really going to enjoy. They have a website. You know, just basically look up Shawnee Amusement Park, and you can contact them that way. You can get more history and find out about things that go on here. Just wanted to give you a quick shot of this. This is the front gate. You may not be able to hear me when I back up, but I'm going to gesture at stuff. This would be the entry for their October, like, spook house thing they have. So October is a good month to come for sure, because nothing else, just because of that. But you get the benefit of all the other history and stories as well. And here's I guess the main entrance for the way it's set up now, right here on this guy's farm, right here beside the Native American burial grounds. So it's a good place to start. I just had to include this tree. This tree is amazing. It's got to be super old. Look at it in comparison to my car. It's huge. Oh my goodness, think of the stories it could tell. Look at this thing, it's a monster. What a spirit. There's a tree that needs a hug. And I get good vibes from this tree. Just wanted to throw it in on a short. Okay, so this is the function, the Halloween spook house thing. It's done by a non-profit organization to help the community, and these people allow it and help them. It's a fun thing. Hopefully you'll come during October and you'll be able to run through this. It's a good draw. It's a good thing to do, especially on Halloween. I'm going to do a quick run through here just to show you what this looks like in the light, because we're coming back after dark when it gets later and see what we can see. So I'll just narrate a little bit here. I'm not going in right now, but you know, I still have some other stuff I want to catch in daylight. I don't think you can hear it, but there's a river off to my left and you can hear water running. Oh my golly, there's skulls everywhere. Boneyard. Yeah, this is oh, there's a hand sticking out. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna open this just to look in. Okay, looks like they're working on it still. So I'm gonna do just a quick eyeball here. Yeah, they're making it nice and spooky. Oh, here's another pinwheel. Wonder what that's doing down there. Wonder if it's supposed to be down there. I think I'll set it up. I'll tell you the pinwheel story later. All right, so if it was raining, this would be pretty weird. Yeah, it's a good thing to come through here in the light. Just step through a shower. Oh my, it's running over. It's bigger than I thought. Huh. Oh, there's an electric chair. That can't be good. And where's this go? Heck, I'm afraid to ask. It's way bigger than I thought. Alright, so this is coming around. Alright, so this would probably be the exit. Ooh. Oh, okay, I see what it does. It circles. Oh, here's a picture of Shawnee Lake when there was a swimming attraction. So this would be very old. This would be, I'm guessing, 40s, 50s ish. But when you come here, I'm sure they'll tell you. Very informative, very nice people. Like to tell you more, but I want you to come here and experience it yourselves. You know, it's nice countryside. It's really beautiful out here. Oh my, this is terribly huge. I may not have time to look at everything here. So they would have all kinds of people out here doing different scares, I'm guessing, from the looks of it here. Fortune tellers. Oh my, it's just a really big, this is a big spook house. I don't know, when we come out here this evening, I'll probably have a light. It'll be creepy. Oh, just got a spider web. Just as soon get it now as later. I think they need to, yeah, they haven't worked it much, so this isn't ready for prime time just yet. I think you get the idea though. You can see there's pallets and there's a trail, and you basically walk around and look at the different displays, and you know, it's a typical country spook house. It's actually a good one. I wouldn't say typical. What's behind this curtain? Almost afraid to look. More stuff. Big spider in there. Rawr. Bet is this a way out? Oh my gosh, it just keeps going. I hope I don't make a wrong turn. Yeah, this is West Virginia after all. Yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff here. It just keeps going. It's like a maze. It's literally a freaking maze. All right, well, I'm not going that way. I'm gonna come back the way I went, and I want to get a little bit more stuff before it gets too dark. Some other highlights of the lake area and the you know, the amusement rides and other points of interest I want to catch during the day. So we'll come back here when I have more time after dark, and it'll be much spookier. Just clowning. Yeah, that's good stuff. Oh, well, no, I'm lost. I may never get back out of here. Murder? Oh, I don't think I want to be here. Yeah, I made the wrong turn. Another wrong turn. Another wrong turn movie. Is this the way? Yep, this is it. Okay, I'm getting better. Yep, here's the shower. Okay. Oh, that's creepy. This whole place is kind of creeping me a little. But I'm sure it'll be much creepier tonight. Alright. That was pretty cool. Alright, well there's a short of the daylight spook house area. We'll be back when it gets dark. See you then.
So the mother drops her son off that morning. She returns in time for the lifeguard to blow the 5 o'clock whistle. Her son's nowhere to be found. She thinks that he walks home. She goes to the house. He's not there. She comes back to Lake Shawnee. They find him at 7 p.m. that night in the bottom of the pond with his arm stuck in the drain pipe.
So here's my base of operations tonight. Gonna have a little fire here and a place to have dinner. Looks like there's some lights, so that'll help. But basically this will be base camp, and I'll be expanding from here. Over that way was the gate where we first came in, where it says restrooms. So I came around there, and over here is the ghost spook house thing they do in October. And here is the lake area. I'm gonna get a little closer, just give you a quick overlook of the place, and I'll give you more as I walk around. A lot of stories about this place, and it'd really be nice to come here and get it from the tour guides that know all about this place. And there's some interesting stuff that ties into almost every part of this park. Nice big tree. Has probably been here for some time, I'll bet you. One of the park's pontoon boats they used to drive around out in the lake. And I don't think it's been in the water anytime lately. At least 20 years, probably longer. There's some playground equipment here. Over there behind everything you see the spook house stuff. This little section over here is what they call the cement pond, like on the Clampets. It was basically a big pool with concrete for people to swim in, and you know, don't have to worry about mud and critters and whatnot. All right, this ticket booth here, point of interest. Some stories here that I'm sure they'll tell you when you come through here. Apparently a hot spot. I don't want to go to any details, but I want to pique your interest. Do we see this little pinwheel here? We'll be doing some question answer here to see just how active this place is. I see more offerings here. I'm not sure what that doll is. There's missing a head. That's nice. An owl. What's this from? More of the concrete pond. So lots of people in this over time. I believe there was some unfortunate circumstances that happened here. Again, details I'll leave to your tour guide. So I'm going to go ahead and walk around the park while I still have daylight, and try and get as much as I can on this GoPro. Beautiful countryside. We're basically very rural here. Close to Princeton, I guess, is the closest large city or larger city. Beautiful lake. I get really good feelings here. Restful feeling. From what I understand, the Indian burial ground isn't here. It was over in that other field, which is another area, not really part of the park per se. So there's nothing here harmful. There's nothing here mean. Another big tree. It's been here a while. Yep, lots of catfish in here. Apparently they have a fishing show, again, for to benefit the public here, a non-profit thing. and for kids. And I'm sure I would say the spirit of this place appreciates that. So I appreciate it as well. Big old catfish. I didn't see the poundage, but they were easily 36 inch. A couple of those were 36 inch or bigger in the pictures they showed me from here. Okay, they're calling this the creepy trail. I'll get on over there. But I'm not going to go down the creepy trail daylight. I'm going to do that later tonight. But here's where we'll be starting that part of the video. When I say the creepy trail, right here. We may see something, we may not. And to me, it doesn't matter. I'm just here for respect, to learn, and hopefully get some truth, get some closure for the energy here. Although I don't think it really needs it. I think everything's fine here. This is a memorial. You can see what it says there. So this would have been a memorial to the original owners. This place was a really big draw back in the day, from what I understand. And the pictures I saw, it was absolutely packed. This is just a quick walk around the lake while I have light to get a decent picture. And we can refer back to this if we need to. But basically there's a well-worn path, as you can see, as a tour path. Everything here, nothing's grown up. It's all well took care of. It even smells wonderful here. So as of this is August 21st. The weather is perfect. It's a little cloudy, but I'd rather have it that way. All right, here is another memorial, and this one's from an older story. See if I can get all that in there. Apparently, the original owners of this land had some Indian issues, but they weren't local Indians. They were Indians from Tennessee, I think the guy told me. And you'll get this story too, so I don't want to really tell you a whole lot about this, other than it's part of the history of this land in the park. Here's the creepy trail. All right, here's the trail. When I say creepy trail, this is where we're starting. So I'm going back to my base of operations now, and I'm going by the swing ride and the Ferris wheel. Again, I wanted to get them in the light. Might come back and take some stills just before dark. Heck, I can do that now, actually. So apparently there's some misfortune that has to do with the swing, and the swing ride's not in its normal location. It's been moved over here. It was across the lake, closer to the building, the concession building, and I guess the changing houses and all that. But this is this swing ride has a tragedy connected with it, and I'll leave it up to you guys to kind of check into it and see what you think. I don't want to bias your opinions of it, but once that you do know the story, this video is going to this part of the video will make more sense to you. See all the stuffed animals and toys. We saw this thing blowing a lot in the wind earlier. There was no wind. It was just going to town when the tour guide was telling me the story of this swing, of the tragedy. Here's some more offerings. I brought something too. I hope it's acceptable. And here is the Ferris wheel that you see on the website, and I don't believe anyone was injured on this, but again, I don't know all the stories. But this is an iconic piece of an amusement park for sure. You know, it's easily 50 or 60 feet tall, probably. So, you know, if you were up there, you could see all around this whole park easily. Probably most of this valley. Running out of light. I'm gonna turn this off and go take some stills of these two items. The first one is the entrance and a picture of the tour guide I had. He was a really nice guy, very knowledgeable, good storyteller. The second one is the lake as it appears today. There's been a lot of changes since it was open as an amusement park. The iconic Ferris Wheel is this one, and the swing that had the accident, the poor little girl that had the accident. And then this last one is the swing and the Ferris wheel, how they appear today from the angle I took the picture at. So just wanted to share that with you. Yeah, easily 50 or 60 feet. All right, headed back to my area, base camp, I guess, as it were. Okay, I guess over in there is where the creepy trail goes. I guess we'll find out after dark. I'll see if out in the distance there you might be able to see a tombstone rock. So it goes out by the road and comes back in. Should be easy to follow. But I'm thinking that's where the original homestead house was back in the day. I mean, back years ago before the amusement park. You know, this place has a history going back to the 17th century, or I guess that's 18th century, but you know, 1700s, which is pretty old for the United States. That's back in the beginning. So these people have been here for a long time. And the Indians, the Native Americans, Indians isn't the right term, the Native Americans were here for before recorded time, apparently. I mean, if some of the oldest stuff they found was 2,000 years old, if you go deeper, you know, the more you look, the more you learn. So, you know, it just depends. Oh, it smells wonderful here. Lots of flowers in bloom. This water is not stagnant. And there's the backside of base camp coming up. Looks like this is the overflow for the lake. And back to the entry and base camp and dinner. Dinner is served. So I'm going to peace out here. And one more thing I want to show you. I'm going to peace out here until after dark. And then we'll start the nighttime stuff. Maybe we'll see something. I don't know. Oh, look here. Deers. Hi, deer. I see a deer family out here. There's mom and a baby. I don't know if you can see it on this. Hi, folks. Oh, there's two babies. How you doing? I wish I had some apples. You can't see them on this very good. They're out there a pretty good ways. Three babies and a mom. Well, that's a good omen. Their tails are down. They're not even afraid of me. You're not afraid of me, are you? All right. This looks like a big chair, like a giant person would sit in. Like Skull Island, I guess. But basically it's a big chair on here on my base camp pavilion thingy here. So that's interesting. This is where I'll be hanging out for the next couple hours. All right, so I'm having dinner here at the Shawnee Amusement Park. Very peaceful. Darkness coming on. I just saw a bunch of deer right over there. Three babies and a mom. That's a big litter for a deer, my understanding. Let me see, what can I talk about here while we're getting it together? I guess what I'll do, I want to tell the pinwheel story. Apparently people, and there's some on the internet, talk to, I guess, spirits, I guess, and they respond turning the pinwheel like you would normally see on a ghost hunting situation where they ask questions with a flashlight that comes off and on. So that's their equivalent, and I'm going to use that format. I'm going to make a little fire, a couple of offerings of respect. I have to apologize. I had a video at night around the swing. I was walking around the swing and started off at the chair where the little girl had the accident. walked around the thing, or all the way around the swing, video on the swing and even the lake shore. And by the time I got all the way around on a 360, I heard a woman's laugh across the lake about where I had my my base camp set up. But there were no women there. There was nobody but me on the whole property. And also on the video, when I came around after the 360 back to the chair where the little girl had had her accident, it was swinging. There were no other swings swinging, and I got all that on, recorded it on video. But when I got back and started doing the editing, that video was no longer on the SD card. It's the first time it's ever happened, and it's strange to me that that's the only video that I lost. The video before and the video after were on there. So it's possible I did something wrong, but it's odd that that's the only one it happened on. But I wanted to mention it. The only video that I really have a lot of, you know, something that could be hard to explain wasn't didn't save. So I'm sorry I don't have that for you. I'm going to put a little bit of sage, tobacco, some cedar as an offering of respect to anything that may be surviving here. Okay, here we have some cedar. I think I should just drop it in here because it's more than hot enough to deal with it. Oh, it smells wonderful. Here's the sage. Okay, here's our saging. Okay, folks, I'm here at the ticket booth with the pinwheel, and we're going to try and ask some questions. I have a K2 meter. I have a voice ghost box running, trying to catch a frequency for questions. And I have a flute. I'm going to play a little. I hope it doesn't tick anyone off. So I'm not going to do that while I'm running the deal here. All right, I've got the main camera set up over here. Maybe use some here and some there. Okay, I'll just start off like normal. Does anybody here want to talk to us? We're beside the concrete pond where a young gentleman had a tragic accident. There's no wind blowing, as you can see, and I'm hoping that we can ask for a name. Do you want to communicate with us? Is anybody here with us? Okay, I blew on it and it turned, so it doesn't take a whole lot to turn it. Anybody care to say hi? Just a little bit of spinning. Put your hand close to the K2 meter. Try and speak through this. Just a couple words. Like, I'm fine, or how are you? Your name? Anything. I'm not here to give you a hard time, so if you don't want to do this, please just let us know. I'll tell you what, one quick little spin if you want us to go. You don't have to move it much at all. Just move it some. One clear word from the ghost box. Leave. Maybe catching it on a bad night. Well, I love you guys. I sure don't expect you to jump through hoops for me. Okay, we're not getting a lot of response here. Let me see what time it is. It's only 11:30. I may wait a little while and come back over here when it's a little later. It's just the K2. I don't know how good this audio is doing. I don't know if you can hear this ghost box. This hasn't moved at all. The K2 has not done anything. And everything's just as peaceful as it can be. There's the bullfrogs bullfrogging. All right, I'm gonna break her down. Maybe hit it one more time before we leave. Okay, I'm here at the swing where the little girl had her misfortune. I have a K2 meter here, and I have a spirit box. And I'm going to try and ask a few questions respectfully and see if we get anything here. This is like my first paranormal investigation on video, so it might be a little raw. Okay, sweetheart, do you want to talk to us or not? It's fine either way. I'm going to change around to a couple of radio stations. We hope you're happy. Just one word. A name. Just one word. Your name, love, anything you can put through here. Oh, we finally got a signal on something. I have a signal, but it's just coming through as a radio station, people. I don't have any K2 activation either. Tell us how you are. A name, a phrase, anything you can do, honey. We're listening. This is probably a huge strain on you. Or maybe you just don't feel like it. I don't see that moving. Okay, I wanted to give you an option. If you had a message, I wanted to try to give you a way to express it. I know I'm some random Joe that you don't know, but I love you, sweetheart. I'm going to leave you alone now. I don't expect you to jump through hoops for me, baby. I love you. Okay, I'm going to sign this off here. If we're going to get anything, that should have been enough time. So I'm not going to push it, and I'm going to go on to the next deal. I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, folks. I'm going to run one more question session here, at the desk, and I got a good light on it so we can see it pretty good. Is anybody here that wants to talk tonight? Spin your pinwheel. If you want us to leave, spin your pinwheel. No wind at all tonight, folks. Nothing to say. Not a good night for you. I wanted to give you one more chance to talk to people out there in YouTube land. I got some frogs talking to me. All right, well, I'm gonna let you go. I just wanted to give one more shot here a little bit later. Just a little spin. Nothing? Not even just a little tug? Oh, that does take some energy to roll, doesn't it? Give her a push. Well, that thing's moving a little bit, but it isn't spinning at all. You want to throw a little spin on it? I can see it's moving back and forth. There's absolutely no wind. Can you move it a little more? Like one whole turn is all I need. I wish I knew if that was from you or from the wind. None of these trees are moving at all. And this rocking back and forth. Now it's not. Now it's not moving at all. Okay, I'm getting some movement here. There's no wind at all. I see it rocking. Can you push it on over once? Just to let them know that you're okay. This thing moving some, but it's not moving, it's not spinning. So I'm guessing it's just the wind. K2 meter. Maybe you can light that up. Just get your energy close to it. If you can pop it up just one notch, just into that other color green, it's easier for you than moving that pinwheel. That's another option for you if you want to communicate. Just put your hand close to it. Stand close to it. So if you get close to it and you want to leave a message, you have more to say, move the pinwheel, spike the lights, either one. I'm gonna break her down and stop the show here. All right, people, here's the creepy trail. Actually, I just feel really relieved here. I mean, it's very calm. A few spider webs here and there, darn it. Hope you can hear all those insects. Okay. So I don't know what's creepy about this. I mean, at this time of night, out here where I've never been before, it's all kind of creepy. Yeah, I guess it's just a trail dug out of the old homestead land, from what he explained to me. Oh, here's another monster tree. Look at this bad boy. Here's another old one. For sure. I really don't get any creepy feelings here. And it's a real nice path. Oh, here's another grandmother tree. Fascinating. What is this, white birch? I'm not sure. All right, now we're opening up here. Up here's the road. Don't think you can see it too good. See a car go by there. I mean, right close to the road. There's that creek. I think this is where the grave marker is. Looks like it. Yeah, that's definitely a creek. Yep, here we go. Let me see if I can get this good. Bartley and Tabasha Clay, massacred by Shawnee Indians, August 1783. Children of Mitchell and Phoebe Clay, first settlers of Mercer County, erected August 4th, 1937. This is the exact place of the graves. Okay, now we're going back out to the lake. All right, now we're back on the main trail. Over here's the Ferris wheel. Peace and love, you guys. I'll see you next time. We're going to record this last little bit at the haunted house they have here. Just you know, a little bit of filler to show you what this place looks like after dark. And I'm going to run a K2 meter too. So our K2 meter, green, no fluctuation. Headed for the door. The spooky spook house. It's basically just a big maze. And they're still working on it. Guess we'll check out the old boneyard this October as well. Make sure there's no animals in here. Spring Carnival. Creepy. Go this way. Oh look, the real deal. Spider. Ooh. Okay, so here's the electric chair. The padded room. It's got a bunch of padding in it, like you'd see in a crazy place. Alright, so here's a shelf being held by entrails. Looks like some tools of personal destruction. Anyway, we're going to move on to some other, just a little bit of area. There's a nail sticking out right there. Okay, I can hear that river pretty close. No fluctuation on the K2 at all. So here's another section that I guess they've already started. Book of the Dead. Looks like it lights up. Here's that picture of back in the day here. Somebody's little grave. Back into the room of the guts. Alright, I'm going to go on out into the other part. Nothing from the K2 yet, still. So I don't know if you're supposed to go inside this mobile home thing or not. Still clowning around over here. So where's this headed, I wonder? I don't think I looked at this earlier today. Alright, that goes back out. We're not going back out right there right now. We're going around the side of this. No, we're not either. There's a whole bunch of cobwebs. And another eight-legged friend here has spent a whole day probably working on his web. I ain't breaking it down either. I know how a man feels at the end of the day, don't want his work messed with. Alright, so I'm walking back out of here. It's like 1 o'clock here in rural West Virginia at the Shawnee Amusement Park Halloween Extravaganza. I think that's the way out. Yeah, look at this kind of creepiness. No doors still to get into there. Wonder what's behind this. Behind door number 2. Oh, creepiness. Alright, let's go through here. There's a spider in there. Now, does this go to the mobile home? Maybe? I don't know. Man, I could get lost. That looks like it goes over there, but I'm not going there. There's another spider web. Not going over there until they cut them weeds out of the way. And they ain't done it yet, so I ain't going there. What do we got here? More stuff. More bugs. At least some of the weeds are cut. Well, I'm not going in there right now. I can tell you that, brother. So this is part of it. But we ain't going through it right now. It's just a big maze, man. Out in the middle of the woods. Kind of glad I'm getting it though. Ooh. Spider. Lots of spiders out here, actually. All right, where does this go to? This is going out into an open area. Yeah. Okay, so this is behind the scenes at the Pook House. You see out there's a big old tree. Still nothing on the K2. No other way back into the maze though. I'm gonna have to go back there. You can see another amazingly huge tree here. Just absolutely huge. Wow. How old is that bad boy? Old. Alright, back into the maze. I haven't got a K2 hit all night. So I'm not really expecting any at this moment. I'll just be glad if I can figure out how I got out here and get the back out. There's a door right there. That must be it. Yep, that's it. Ooh. Back into the maze. I'm not going through there. That's too far down for me to bend down and stuff. So we're going back through here. Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, this is, I can just see him now with a bunch of people all dressed up and waiting to jump out at you. Would be kind of pooky. Yeah, there's corridors. It's a big maze. It really is. But I don't want to walk through the areas that haven't been cut. I might interrupt a critter. You know, that's not quite right, is it? Actually do the show when we come here in October. If they'll let them film it. I'm not sure they will. It's not part of the park. It's another non-profit organization. So they might let us film it. I'm not sure. But I went through as much of it at night as I did during the day, it looks like. No hits on the K2. Nothing strange happened. The only thing I've really got here has been the woman's laugh. Not sure that's going to come up on the oh, here's Control Central. I'm not sure that laugh will be, that I'll be able to hear it, but I tagged it, so if so, I'll make sure to mention it. I know you can hear all these bugs. Still nothing at all on the K2. All right, I have to see you guys later, okie dokie. Keep on keeping on.